Hey guys, I want to show you how to make a quick fun tutorial for a gag gift for a coworker, family member, or just decor at home. So what you're going to do is you're going to go over to Elements, you're going to get a square, you're going to put it into your design. And by the way, this design is 8.5 by 11. All right, so with your square, you're just going to go to Stroke Style and put a border around. You're going to change your square to white so that we can see what we put inside of the square. Go to Position, and for your width, you want to put 3.5, and for your height, you also want to put 3.5 and enter. All right, so that is going to be our square. Now, for our design, you can create your own, or what I like to do when I don't feel like creating, I go to Creative Fabrica. I do have a subscription where you can download as many items or whatever they have as you want. If you are not a member, you will have to pay for each thing that you download. So what we're making today is the funny Christmas toilet paper. So in their search and filter, you'll type in Christmas toilet SVG. They have tons of them. You'll find the bundle or the one that you like. You'll download it and then you'll upload it into Canva. Okay. I have already done that. So I'm back at my template. So I'm going to go to my uploads. And I just uploaded one design that I have, okay? But before we do that, let's duplicate the squares, okay? 6 will fit on a page. I'm just gonna delete that right quick. All right, duplicate. All right, so there's our 6. So now I'm just gonna put my shapes into the boxes, all right? All right, and see how easy that is? That's your template. Now, what you're gonna do is, if you are printing at home, you can print this out as a PNG or a JPEG. If you're gonna send this off to a printing company, you wanna make sure you download it as a PDF file and flatten it so that you don't lose your measurements. Sometimes when you send things over as a PNG or a JPEG to printing companies, it doesn't print out the size that it needs to be printed at. Okay? So once we print, we're going to come back and we're going to assemble our design onto the toilet paper roll. So now it's time to print. I am using ASUB's Dark Transfer paper. This is not sublimation. I am using an Epson inkjet printer. You can do this with sublimation, but this is a no sublimation method. So again, I am printing on ASUB's dark transfer paper because that's what I have. I also have seen people do it on light transfer paper. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to go to whatever printer you're using. I'm waiting for it to open. I will be using my Epson 15,000. Okay, I'm printing in portrait, 8.5 by 11 paper size. Okay, for your paper type, which works best for me, in this case, for the transfer paper, I like to use the setting of presentation paper matte. All right. I also go to where it says more settings. I click on that, and for my output quality, I like to change it from standard to high. And also, because I'm using the 15,000, it has borderless printing. I turn that off because when I leave it on, it makes my image larger than what I want it to be. So then I will hit OK. If you are not using a printer that has borderless printing, you do not have to do that step. I just did that step because that's what my printer does. Then I will simply hit print. Okay, just wanted to show you guys the best method to print. If you use an HP printer, that is also an inkjet printer, you will just follow those same directions of paper type and high quality settings for your printer, okay? All right, guys, I just want to let you know some of the items I'll be using today. I'm using ASUB's Dark Fabric Transfer Paper. This is a pressing mat. Of course, we're going to be using scissors to cut out our design. Roll of toilet paper. I'll be using my Cricut mini press. And I just took some wax paper and just cut it down to size because we don't need a full sheet to press onto the toilet paper. I've now removed the backing from our design and I'm going to lay it on the tissue. I went in about 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces into the tissue. Okay. You're just going to line it up where you see fit. I'm going to take the wax paper, cover the design, take the mini press, and just go over it. Make sure you get those corners and the edges around the design. Okay, it doesn't really need to be pressed that hard or that long. Okay, we're going to let it cool a little bit before we pull the wax paper off. Okay, so we're going to gently, because this is tissue paper, you don't want it to rip, gently pull off our wax paper, roll up the toilet paper, and there you have it. Cute little toilet paper you can place in your bathroom or give away as a gag gift. If you have any questions, please let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye.